NFL Week 10 will be upon us. And here in the Sports Opinion Log, I'm going to tell you about the close game between the Raiders and the Chargers. Most importantly, why the fuck is Max Kellerman on ESPN stealing my line? That Max Kellerman is clearly watching the Sports Opinion Log, which you have now entered. So if you're down with all things NFL, AFC, NFC, subscribe and press the bell icon to stay notified for any and all upcoming future videos. I had decreed the prophet that the Raiders would beat the Chargers. Final score was 26-24 as Derek Carr came through, 218 yards, one touchdown, and of course Phillip Rivers, as usual, had his usual lackluster game, 207 yards, two touchdowns, three INTs. However, two of the three was picked off by Eric Harris. One of them was a pick six, as he became the first Raider since Patrick Buchanan in 2003 to have two INTs, one of them being a pick six for the Raiders in a single game. And for once Melvin Gordon woke up, he came through with 22 carries, 108 yards, and one touchdown, but it wasn't enough. And tip of the cap, though, to John Gruden celebrating post-game with the fans, Raider Nation in the black hole, and that, folks, is what it's all about. And suddenly, the Raiders are in the hunt for a playoff spot. It's always good for the league when you have a rogue team like the Raiders in contention. 1 o'clock games, you know what it is. Chiefs 6-3 at the Titans 4-5. We're going to go with the Chiefs here. Kansas City leads the series 27-22. The Titans have won the past two, but again, if Mahomes suits up, look for them to win, which leads me to what I saw on the nationwide sports leading network, that soundbite copycat Max Kellerman was saying how Patrick Mahomes is the Jordan of the NFL. Get the fuck out of here. With every video I've talked about the Texans, I have declared Deshaun Watson the Michael Jordan of the NFL. So someone get this video to Max Kellerman and tell him to stop taking my sound bites. The boy LexAnderson, Sports Opinion Log. Deshaun Watson is the Michael Jordan of the NFL. The 2-7 Giants at the 1-7 Jets. Both teams a combined 3-14. New York City deserves better than these two trash-ass, garbage-ass teams. Word on the street is that they're still looking for the black cat, and they haven't even caught it. What does that say? The team facility maintenance crews can't even catch a black cat. Their teams in MetLife $1.6 billion stadium can't catch a decent win to save their lives. But I'm going to go with the G-Men. They lead the series 8-5. They've won 5 out of the last 6 games. November 10th, 1974, Hall of Famer Joe Namath, in his only game against the Giants, 236 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 26-20 win. But that doesn't mean the Jets are going to win. Hopefully Daniel Jones can't fuck this up. 3-4-1 Lions at the 3-5 Bears. We're going to go with the Lions, even though the Bears lead the series 99 games, 74 losses, 5 ties, and have won the last 2. Trubisky, I read something or skimmed that he has issues about the criticism he's facing and wants TVs turned off or some shit. Grow the fuck up. Do you think this is going to make matters any better for you in your career? Especially at home when you wind up losing to Matthew Stafford and the horrible Lions? Oh, please. But here's a quick, did you know, on September 22nd, 1968, the Lions recorded 8 interceptions in a 42-0 win over the Bears. Hall of Fame cornerback Lynn Barney and D-back Mike Wedger each had 3 INTs. Can you imagine someone throwing 8 interceptions in the game? Well, it was done. All right, the 6-2 Ravens at the still looking for their first win, the 0-8 Bengals. Let's go with the Ravens, who lead the series 24 games to 23 losses and have won the last 2. Andy Dalton has been benched, so it is time for me to bring the shovel and the dirt to place it over the freshly opened grave of Andy Dalton and his very horribly lackluster Bengals career. Moving on, the Bills 6-2 at the Broncos 2-6. You got to love the inverted numbers. We're going to go with the Bills, even though the Browns lead the series 11 games to 9. The Bills have won the last two. The Browns have no fight left in them. Baker took off his stupid handlebar mustache. No one gives a fuck because it's a disappointing season for the Browns. So we're just going to close the chapter on this season. There's rumors that they might trade Odell Beckham, which they should because he's a premier talent, deserves better than what the Cleveland Browns have given him this season. The one, again, inverted numbers. The 1-7 Falcons at the 7-1 Saints. Let's just go with the Saints. The Falcons lead the series 51-48, but the Saints have won the past three. After this Sunday, make it the past four. The Cardinals 3-5-1 at the Buccaneers 2-6. I can't stand these games with teams with losing records. The Cardinals lead the series 11-9 and have won the past three. I'm going to go with the Cardinals on this one because their defense is imposing. Jameis Winston, I just don't trust him. And Kyler Murray, super rookie phenom, he's done a pretty good job with the Cardinals. I'm feeling kind of confident. I'm going to go with the Cardinals on this one. Sunday, we got the 4:05 game. Upset game of the week, potentially. The 1-7 Dolphins at the 5-3 Colts. Now, if Brissett plays, go with the Colts. If Brissett does not play, we're going to go with the Dolphins, who lead the series 45-27. The Colts have won the last two, but again, Brissett, he's questionable. I'm holding a double-edged sword on this one. Again, if he plays, Colts. If he doesn't play, look for Fitzpatrick to work his Fitz magic, and look for the Dolphins to go on a 2-game winning streak. 4:25, we have the Panthers 5-3 at the Packers 7-2. We're going to go with Green Bay. The Packers lead the series 8-6. Panthers have won the last two. Kyle Allen's looking pretty good. Cam Newton is on the IRL, injured reserve list. His career with Carolina is over. They need to move him. We're going to usher in the Kyle Allen era. However, it won't be on this game because Aaron Rodgers has 15 touchdowns versus 5 interceptions versus the Panthers with a quarterback rating of 102.5 in 5 career games. The 5-3 Rams in a very kind of disappointing season as far as I'm concerned. At the Steelers 4-4, Steel City, you know what it is. We're going to go with the Steelers. However, Juju McSchuster is questionable. Connor may or may not play, but we're still going to represent the Steel City to get the victory. The Rams lead the series, however, 15 wins, 8 losses, 2 ties, but the Steelers have won the last 3. If the defense shows up, I believe that we can get that game. Sunday Night Football, we have the 6-3 Vikings taking on the Cowboys 5-3. We're going to go with Dallas on this one because the Cowboys lead the series 12-11 and have won the last 2. Adam Thielen potentially will not be playing in this game, so let's see how it works out. And here's a quick did you know. But did you know that the first Hail Mary in league history was created on December 28th, 1975? Dallas quarterback Roger Staubach completed a 50-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Drew Pearson in the closing seconds of the Dallas Cowboys' 17-14 victory over the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC Divisional Championship. So there you have it, folks, a piece of history. The Hail Mary was coined 1975, December 28th, when the Cowboys beat the Vikings. So I'm looking for some of that mojo. Sunday Night Football primetime, Vikings at Dallas. And upset game of the week, Monday Night Football, Seahawks at the Niners. Niners undefeated. However, Seattle owns them in the series, 24 wins to 16 losses. They've taken 9 of the last 10. And let's not forget, the Seahawks are actually undefeated on the road. So there you have it, folks. Sports Opinion Log. LexAnderson, a.k.a. The Prophet, has decreed his Week 10 picks. Shout out to everyone that has dropped a comment and followed. Until next time, representing Steel City, it's your boy LexAnderson, signing out.